Hello all, welcome to my video. Today I'm gonna tell you all how to deal with depression. Before zooming in deeper on the how part, there are two simple causes that needs to be discussed. One is having a reason and the other is not having a reason. Reasons are like having a breakup, losing someone you love, loneliness, even losing a job, or in the worst case, fear of living. Not having a reason is also a cause of depression. When you are fed up of everything your life, but the others around you seem perfect, you've got everything, but you still feel depressed for no reason at all. I'm gonna give you some tips about dealing with depression. The first one is no daydreaming. Daydreaming was one of the things that I have faced in my early years and perhaps even now, but the bitter irony is that the imaginary world never existed. I was living in a false world. It was late until I realized it. Going to another planet where all your problems are solved. Well, this may be possible in the near future, but not now though. We already are living in the best place, and you must convince yourself that Earth is the planet that you're living in. Even astronauts, after years in space, must come back to their bases. Imaginary boyfriend or girlfriend with whom you could spend endless hours talking and romancing is something you could do in the real world as well. If you say like no human being would like you, I say, find a pet for yourself. Cuddlings and kisses are not only for human beings, guys. Maladaptive daydreaming. Scientists define maladaptive daydreaming as excessive daydreaming activity that often involves false and fanciful scenarios. I also had this problem. Perhaps got stimulated watching movies and TV shows. This is gonna end you nowhere. You've gotta come out of this all by yourself, as there is no treatment for this as of today. Being is the ultimate truth. Wherever you are now, whatever you are doing, while watching my video of course, is your real truth, and you can't escape from this reality. Watch your thoughts. Talk to a friend. This is a good way to deal with depression. Sharing what you feel and how you feel is a good way to deal with depression. However, make sure that you don't burden your friends or make an impact like you've got some serious problem, that you don't spoil the other person's thoughts. Well, here I would like to add up that a friend needn't be a human though. It could be this, or even this. But what if you've got no one around? Well, in that case, the best thing is write your thoughts. This is a great way to pour all of it if you are not a very friendly person. This is a great way when you really don't prefer having friends at all. Maintain a journal and write whatever you feel like. If it's a constructive thought, keep it, or if it's a destructive one, then burn it. The same applies when you're using a typewriter. Type it and burn it. The fourth step is make a story. If you're good at writing, it's really nice to write your thoughts and construct it as a story. There are numerous online websites to write your imagination. Platforms like Figment and Wattpad would open up newer opportunities to connect with your fans and also your own self. Instead of replaying your thoughts in your mind, just replay it one more time by adding the same dialogues and whatnot. You could become a star. But don't forget to change the character names. Who knows, the person responsible for your depression may be reading this. Sleep. Sleep is a very important factor for every individual. In the extremes, it may lead to sleep disorders. Sleep disorder is because of oversleeping in one end and insomnia in the other. Scientists say every individual needs 8 hours of sleep at the maximum and 6 hours of sleep in the minimum. Oversleeping is actually because when you want to avoid the current situation and go back to your dream world. Insomnia is because you are actively protecting your current situation, ignoring your most important sleep. Don't talk about the problem in front of the mirror. Note the word problem being highlighted here. Well, this may seem shocking to you when I say so. Talking in front of the mirror is used for a constructive purpose, for goal setting and other aspects. But when you're in a destructive mood, things that you say gets back to you and you are reflecting back the same thing again and again. That's why people break glasses, mirrors and other objects nearby. when they are in depression because they don't want to see them in this way. Shout in front of the mountain, or shout when you're going for a ride to abate your anger. It's common for people to shout, and it's very common for people to shout while in depression. You tend to shout at your loved ones first and hurt them as well. Instead of feeling sorry later and repeating it, you could shout at the proper place where most people do. But don't forget, have a smile on your face while doing so. You are surrounded by many people. If you're alone in that spot, then way to go. And last, if you're still feeling low, it's time to seek medical help. Remember, it's not wrong to be wrong. Unlike any other body part, if it has a problem, needs treatment. In the same way, our brain needs help as well. Our minds may go wrong sometimes, and that's not wrong. Brain is also a part of our body. But what if you've got no reason at all? Well, the best step here is to find the actual reason out. Why are you feeling depressed if you've got everything that you need? Just think about the people who have got lesser than what you've got right now. After having a reason, follow the above steps to deal with it. If you still haven't figured out your problem, but the depression is persisting, then it's time to get medical help as soon as possible, because ignoring it may lead to suicidal thoughts, as a person with depression without any reason is likely to be fed up of life and everything. Thank you, like and subscribe.